What's going on, my YouTube family? This is Francisco with Covenant Dispatch LLC, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So please, guys, do me a favor. Under this video, right under this video, hit that like button so that this video can reach more people, and it can also help people, especially in this particular video. And then also, if you've watched any of our content, or even if you want to wait until after this video to see if this is actually some good content, right next to that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell right next to that so that you can be notified for when we do post any future videos. So if you've gone through any of our content, you see that we talk about independent freight dispatching, and more recently we've been talking about box trucking. And so I posted a video about a week ago where I spoke about what I made in my first month box trucking, non-CDL, renting over the road with the load boards, kind of doing it how a lot of these guys are doing it now that you've seen probably on YouTube or Instagram. So this is, of course, about close to 2 years ago. So, you know, things have changed, prices have changed, but I did just want to give you guys a month by month view on what it looks like, on what you could potentially make. Now, of course, there are plenty of ways in which you can make money with a box truck without a CDL, that does not require you to be limited only by the load boards. So we actually talk about this in our non-CDL box truck course, which we just launched November 29th. So it's only been out for about going on 2 weeks now. We haven't gotten any ratings or reviews on it yet, just because it's so fresh. It just came out. But if you see some of our other things, we also have a startup kit for our independent freight dispatcher course, one-on-one coaching. We just released that again, so we just put that back up for you guys to book. You know, if you wanted to book a consultation call, the one-on-one coaching is via Zoom, so it's video camera. You get to ask, of course, any question you want, and we go through a lot of different things, or whatever you want to know. You know, we go through it. Then there's our independent freight dispatcher course. We've been able to help hundreds of people get set up and learn the industry on how to start an independent freight dispatcher course from home. As you can see, guys, the reviews are very good on this. And so anyways, we do talk about that in our box truck course. There are other ways you can make money. It doesn't have to be just the load board. There's junk removal, there's moving services, there's contract, there's last mile, there's Amazon relay. There's so many different ways that you can make money. So anyways, again, we cover that in the course. The link to access the course will be in the description under this video. It's right up here, but we'll put it in the description under this video. Other than that, let's get right into the video. As you can see in the title and the thumbnail, we're going to basically be talking about how much we made on our second month. If you didn't watch our first video and what we made in the first month, just going over some of the numbers, go under this video in the description. I'll put the tag for that, and at the end of this video we'll post it up as well, so you guys can go check that out if you didn't see part 1 yet. These are as you can see here on the email list, our rate cons. So we're just literally going through every single one, so you can see the numbers. We'll break the calculator out. We'll talk about overhead costs so that you guys get some transparency and understanding, right? So other than that, let's get right into the video. All right, guys, so first and foremost, I'm going to break out the calculator because we're going to need that to go over all of the different, of course, the rate cons that we break out. So if you remember, or if you've seen the last video, if you haven't, of course, go back out and look at the first video. I even recommend you not to even finish watching this video if you didn't watch the first video, just so that you get some understanding and clarity. So in the last video, we went through the first month, right? Rate confirmations all the way up through the first month. So this is going to be starting the second month. So we're going to go break down through the numbers right here. So first one, rate confirmation sheet, load picking up in Maryland, going to New Jersey. This one was, how much is it? $400. So that was a very quick one. Now I'm getting my feet wet a little bit more in the box truck game. I'm learning some things. So that was $400, right? Let's add that. Now let's back out. Let's go to the second rate confirmation. Make sure that's not the same one. Nope. It's not the same one. All right, let's click on that. This is a load going from Pennsylvania to North Carolina. That's $1,200. Let's click back out of that and add that $1,200 to our total. So all right, with $1,600, let's go to the next load. So this may be the same load. Let me make sure. Yep, that's the same load. So let's click on this load. All right, this one's going from Maryland to New Jersey. $400. So let's add that to the total. All right, so now we're at $2,000. All right, guys, let me actually go back and take that 400 away, because that was a rate confirmation from a load that we already looked at. So they must have sent it back or something. So let's go right into the next load. All right, so we got another load right here. $1,000. I actually remember this load going from North Carolina to New York, New York. So let's click out and add that 1,000. Oops, did not mean to click on that. So we're gonna add 1,000. So we got 2,600. Click out of that. Let's go to the next load. Do I remember? Yeah, I do remember this load. $400. Where was it going? It's picking up in Taylor, PA, going to Denver, PA. All right, so this is 400. Let's go back out. Let's add another 400. That's 3,000. Let's click out of that. Let's go to this load. I actually remember this load also. And so this one, Ryan Transportation, they're a great brokerage to work with. I never had any issues with them. This one was $775. So we're going to click out, add $775. So far we're at $3,775. So now we're going to click out of that, go to this load. I also remember this load. Where is it at? This one was for $600. We're going to click out of there. So now we're at $4,375. Jim. Oh, I remember this load, and I remember Jim. Atlas Logistics, they're another great company to work with. Mind you, guys, I'm pretty new at this point in the game, so you know some of these guys were willing to work with me, even though the requirements were they weren't allowed to work with box truckers with less than 3 months, sometimes less than 6 months, but they were willing to work with me. So this one was $950. It's all about how you talk and you negotiate, which we talk about in our independent freight dispatcher course. I mean, honestly, it literally has to do with that. So now we're at $5,325. If you saw our last video, we barely broke 700. And we're only pretty much halfway through the month. So now we got another load here. How much was this one? This one was 500. So let's speed it up a little bit because I want to start breaking down overhead cost. So we're at 5,825. And we're not even really halfway even through the week yet. So now we got another load here. And this one is 1,250 going from Indianapolis to New Jersey. I remember that load, really good load. That one was 1,250. So now we're at 7,075. And now I want you guys to notice this. So from the February 18th to the 26th, that's like a eight-day gap. I think I was sick that week. It was a full week that I didn't even get to work. So mind you, the numbers I'm getting ready to show you is without me even working for a full week, right? So let me, a week goes by, I get another load, I book. A little bit after this is when I actually put a driver in my truck and had them drive. And that's why I picked up the understanding and a little bit more about independent freight dispatching and how to set up your own company from home. So anyway, $600 for that load after about taking a week off. So we're gonna add 600. Now we're at 7,675. And now here we go with the last one to make it a full month. So we got February 1st to March 1st. There it is. There's the load. And this one was, where's it at? There it is, 1,500. All right, so I want you guys to notice this right here. It says load broker line haul and then load broker fuel surcharge. We talk about what a fuel surcharge is and why, it's a way that you can negotiate loads, whether it be for box truck or any, equipment type. We talk about that in our course, but that's something important to know. But anyways, this particular load was the first time that I ever actually negotiated for a fuel surcharge. So this one was 1,500. So we're going to go back and we're going to add 1,500. Now we're at 9,175. If you guys remember from our last video, and I'm actually going to pull up the numbers right here. We made about 6,450, I believe, or something like that. So we got 9,175. And we're going to subtract 6,450. So that's a 2,725 difference. Mind you, there was a week that I took off, a full week. And then there were other, miscellaneous days throughout the month where I, took off. Where I was just not being lazy, but just trying to learn some things. So this is not even one full month, a week off. We got a 2,725 difference from my first month. So now if we were to go back and get that 9175 back up, now let's start to take off overhead costs. So of course the largest, biggest, most costly overhead cost is the diesel, right? So in this particular month, I was averaging somewhere around $800. It fluctuated about $800 a week, right? So if you multiply that times 4, that's going to be 3,200. So we're going to take away 3,200 for the diesel. Tolls, I think, I had a couple of loads where I went down south. There weren't many tolls. I know I had to go to New York. If you saw one of the previous loads, I think I spent somewhere, if we averaged it out, maybe about 120, a week. So that would be what, 480. So we're going to take away 480 for tolls. Then hotels, I think I spent about maybe close to $200 a week on hotels in this particular month. Keep in mind, guys, I don't go to I didn't go to Holiday Inn or Days Inn or these expensive hotels. I found the ones that were like $60, $50. I never ever went over $70 on a hotel. There's plenty of hotels that are there to accommodate truckers, right? So they don't charge you crazy numbers. But anyways, so if we added that, on hotels, we'll take about another 800 off. If we, 200 a week. So that puts us at 4,695. Then of course there's insurance. I believe, it was $400, $400. If we were to I would take it out every week. My premium was somewhere around 1,600. So we're going to take away that 1,600. Puts us at 3,095. And then of course, lastly, I was being charged 19 cents per mile for the rental that I had. So we're going to go ahead and take 0.19 and multiply it times. This particular month, I drove about 6,000 miles, somewhere around there. So we got 1,140. So we're going to go ahead and take that 3,095 and we're going to subtract 1,140. Now, I didn't have to pay for maintenance or anything like that, of course, because it was a rental. They took care of the maintenance, the oil changes and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to count that overhead cost. But if we were to add or divide that, I should say, by 4, that puts us at now 488. So if you remember in my last video, I think it was about 200 and something. I'll put it somewhere here on the video when I actually find the exact number. It was like about $200. So as you can see, in the second month, we doubled up. Now, of course, it's still, most of you are probably like, man, that's still not enough. Number one, as I mentioned earlier in this video, there was a full week where I didn't even drive. So we're talking about a full week that I didn't drive. My second month in the business, not really knowing too much, still learning. And then if you stay tuned for part 3 or video 3, we'll break down the third month where, of course, my revenue goes up and then in turn my profit goes up. Now, I did want to say that as you continue to see the progress in these videos and as the months go by, something I still always say is that your business does not have to be limited by and only by freight brokers and load boards. As a non-CDL box truck driver, there's so many other ways. So learn about the other ways. It doesn't have to be in the course that we offer, but it could just be in general. Go out there and learn some of the other ways that you can make money. It doesn't just have to be by a load board. So anyways, if you enjoyed this particular video, please once again hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for video number 3 where we go over month 3 and share this video with someone who it might help, who it might encourage, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And lastly, I did want to add, if you stayed this far into the video, we are doing a box truck course giveaway this Wednesday, December 14th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube Live. I'll be on there. if you want to enter into that giveaway, at the end of this video and even in the description under this video, I'll post the link for the video where I give you guys the instructions so you guys can go and get the instructions on how to enter into the giveaway. The giveaway, of course, we're going to give away about 3 courses, box truck courses, to people. So if you decided, well, I don't want to take a shot to get, and purchase this course, it's only $149.99. But if you wanted to, enter into the giveaway to possibly win the course and be able to take it for free, then enter into the giveaway. Like I said, I'll tag the video in the description under this video, and then I'll also put it at the end screen. You're probably seeing it right now for you guys to access it. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.